It's 102.7 KIIS-FM. My name is Sisanie. We're hanging out.
And you have awesome
with Clinton
sunglasses on.
Sparks! No, you come bearing some gifts. These are pretty awesome.
Thank you
These
very
always
much.
throw me off. I don't understand how they work.
You put them on your face in front of your eyes, and they mask the sun from blinding you.
No,
They're
but
very
there's
normal
like,
and natural hair.
But how can you see out? You can see perfectly out of them. Like, I don't know. It's pretty cool. Well, welcome to the KIIS-FM studios.
Thank you for having me.
No, it's my pleasure to have you here because you are like the big man on campus. You've been doing.
Which campus is this?
The campus of the world. That's the campus.
That's a big statement, and I appreciate this.
Well, no, you just, reading your bio and just kind of reading up about you and just kind of knowing about you, you had a niche for music at a very young age, right? How old were you when you first started DJing or had the desire?
Like 10 years old in my bedroom. But I love the fact that you just said campus of the world. You of world. I love that.
You of world.
I'm going to get shirts at University of the World.
University of the World.
Yes.
I own it.
I'm the dean.
So, from there, what did your parents do to kind of, motivate you to have this drive at such a young age?
I just would take my mom's stereo and I would hear versions of songs on stations like KIIS back in Boston. Right. And it was like an extended version. And as a kid, I didn't know what a remix was. Yeah. So I'm like, what version is this?
Yes.
So I would hear like a version with parts that I never heard before. And that was the part I wanted to keep on hearing. So I would just manipulate it in my bedroom and make my favorite part go longer. Yeah. And then I would also start writing lyrics to how I felt to my favorite parts of songs.
Did you always think that like producing at such a young age and then taking your mixtapes to like, DJs on radio stations and stuff like that, did you ever think you wanted to become an artist at some point? Or did you always kind of maybe think you were going to be behind the scenes producing and doing things like that?
Well, at that age, I didn't know. I just knew I loved music and I wanted to do it. I didn't know how I wanted to do it. Okay. As I got a little bit older, I realized I really enjoyed making the music and making what I felt inside me come out through music. Yeah. So I went the artist route. I used to be a dancer too, for people that don't know. Stop. So,
you're like the man that does everything.
I literally, anything that had to do with music, from beatboxing to dancing to DJing to whatever it was, I did. I entered all the talent shows back in Boston. I would win them all. And then I would,
no big deal.
And then I put it this way. I was that guy when you found out I was in on the bill. You're like, oh forget it. Let's go home.
Forget it.
We're going to win. But that's because I took it really serious. I practiced a lot. I was very passionate about it. And I really liked dancing back then.
Going from there, fast forward to producing for Pitbull and Lady Gaga and things like that. Like, how did this all happen?
Well, when I got myself a radio show, I knew from being on one station when label reps would promote artists, how they would do promo runs, which I'm sure you're familiar with. So,
which is what we're doing right now, basically.
Exactly. I'm now an artist doing a promo run.
Which is what this is.
But I knew that they would go down the East Coast.
Okay.
So I strategically got myself a radio show in Boston, Connecticut, New York, and Baltimore. And I'd be there every other day. So when they would do their run, they'd run into me every day. Yeah. So then you would just become friends with people because you see them every day. Yeah. And that's how our business is.
When you DJ, like, do you play like, I know everything's like EDM and house nowadays, but what do you do? Like, what's your format?
I rage.
Yeah?
Yeah. So
you feel the crowd out and just...
Whatever's going to make the crowd rage, whatever's going to allow me to stand on the turntables, jump up and down, stage dive, get everybody excited, and evoke everybody to just...
When crazy. You DJ, do you perform as well? I know that you're obviously promoting your solo album and you're singing on it and you're doing everything. But when you DJ, do you actually perform as well?
Yeah. A lot of times, even before I had like songs out with me being an artist on it, I always came around the booth and got involved and sang and got everybody excited. What's awesome now is that over the past 2 years, I've been putting out music. I have a song with me at LMFAO called Sucks to Be You. Me and Big Sean and Mike Pose, I have Ambiguous. I have Favorite DJ with me, Jermaine Dupri and DJ Class, and a plethora of other songs I've just thrown out on the internet. But people know my songs. Yeah. And I didn't realize it. It's funny, for years, my whole career, I just had my head down, kept working. I never really looked up to see like what effect I was having with everything I was doing. How
did you get involved with E! News? Like, people might not know that you're actually a correspondent and you interview like major artists and stuff like that. So how did you guys cross with E! News?
Well, Ben Lyons is responsible for that. He's the movie critic.
Okay.
He's no longer at E! Now he does Good Morning America, a little show on a big network.
No big deal.
Yeah. He was working at a trade magazine, and his girlfriend worked at a record label. Okay. He was a fan of my mixtapes, asked her, because he knew we were friends, can you ask him to come speak on this panel for me? So I said, yeah, sure, no problem. A couple months later, I get a call from Ben. Hey, what's up, Sparks? And what's going on? Hey, would you ever want to come on E! News and talk on the E! channel and talk about music? And I was like, and my exact response was, you mean like Paris Hilton, Hollywood E? Like, 'cause, you know, I'm from Boston. So that's all I know is like True Hollywood Stories and Talk Soup. And,
or you like the gossip part, but not like the music side of
like
what E! News covers.
So I'm just like, yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. So I'm thinking I'm coming in to do an interview.
Yeah.
I come in, they mic me up, put me on stage with Sal Masakela.
Oh my gosh.
They're like, all right, you ready? Bang, we do it. We do it in one take. Everyone's like, that was awesome.
Yes.
See you next week. So I come back like 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, I'm like, am I hired? And then they were like, yeah, we're going to send you a contract. You know, welcome to the team. And there's all Ben Lyons doing.
Let's talk about your new music and your solo project.
I love this idea.
Yes, you're producing everything. You're singing it. And like you're an artist, essentially, not a producer.
Yeah, I'm excited because, like I said, the past couple of years, I've been kind of getting people used to the fact that I'm an artist, because obviously it's hard to make a transition when people know you for one thing.
Yes.
So I knew the first thing I had to do was make my peers believers that I could be an artist, because they're going to look at me as a DJ.
How would you describe your sound for this album?
You know what? I've recorded over 100 songs. Now this single is on Strictly Rhythm, which is a dance label, and E1, which is one of the world's biggest.
It sounds like a dance record when I first heard it.
It is, but I have records that sound like that. Then I have records that are like me and Travie McCoy. We have a record called Just a Friend, which is a huge just pop record.
Nice.
Then another record with Flo Rida. Then a record that's harder with Rick Ross. Then you know what I mean? So it's kind of, but at the end of the day, it's all cohesive and it all makes sense. And when you listen to my album, which is going to be called Disco Ball and Chain, it's all going to...
Love that name.
Thanks.
That's cool.
It's going to be... You understand the meaning of that, right?
Disco Ball and Chain.
Yes.
So you're married to the music.
Exactly. Nice. Up top.
There we
Sweet.
go.
So it'll tell a story. Like, I want to bring my project back to when... You know, like De La Soul, like they had the interludes. You want to hear the whole entire thing all the way through. When I make music, I literally go in and make it, what emotion am I trying to evoke with this song? I don't just, let me try to make a hit. It's like, can I make people smile, jump up and down, or cry? If none of those things happen, the song doesn't, I don't even want to make the song.
That makes sense, though. Well, dude, best of luck with your new project and everything and the music. And I'm really not worried about you. I really think this is all going to work out. And
I hope so.
No, I'm being so genuine.
It would suck to be me.
No, but stop. You're so likable, and I want this to blow up like right now. So
thank you. Well, it's people like you that do interviews with me and help spread the word and get people familiar.
That's what we'll do.
That helps.
All right, everybody. It's 102.7 KIIS-FM. Clinton Sparks in the house. And
get familiar. Ow!